What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel, the 10K Property Report. I am Kay, and today we're going to talk about how I found a distressed home, a two-story home, for just $10,000. Without further ado, let's get it started. So this is the property. So it's stating here, and it says something different in the description. We'll get to that in just a second, as well as the address. We'll get to that in just a second. But this says it's $10,900, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,064 square feet. Now, I will say this here, that the reason why this particular property is on the channel, the 10K Property Report, is because I do believe you can cut a deal. I've seen that the price has been reduced a couple of times, I do believe. So keep that in mind. You can cut a deal to get this for even cheaper, right? So let's check out some of these pictures. There are 16 pictures. Thank you, Realtor. It gives investors, it gives people who may be interested in this particular property something to look at. So we know the expectation, whether we say yay or nay. Don't be alarmed. I'm never really alarmed. And as you do this time and time again, you have to cut out the noise in your head about kind of like what you see, right? So this looks like a mess, right? It literally is a mess. It's trash everywhere, right? So this property looks like it may have been abandoned for quite some time, but don't let the trash fool you. Once that's cleared out, once everything is clear and clean, you may see a diamond, right, in the rough, right? Because it does look rough at the moment, right? So that's, I don't know, I guess that's the living room area, potentially. Not necessarily sure, because I don't know if this is a back door or what. But yeah, so again, trash cleanup, not a big deal, right? So there are a ton of like cobwebs and stuff like that. So that's to be expected, especially if this property has been abandoned for a while. I would ask about that. I am seeing a lot of like plastic. I think I'm curious about what the plastic was for. Was that used? I see some tape up here. Was that in plastic right here? Was that used as a divider of some sort to make space or make, separation of some sort? Or was there a ventilation issue? What's this plastic for? So my wheels are churning, right? And I'm thinking about, what I see. Same thing here. That could just be the same room. Okay. So the cobwebs again, this has been abandoned for quite some time. So keep that in mind. Door here. A lot of work is needed. These cinder blocks, I'm not sure why they're inside. Who knows? Okay. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these properties that I bring on this channel, they do need work, obviously. This is actually, whether the camera's good or something, it looks very bright. I think it's the camera, but that's pretty cool. Just a lot of junk that would need to be thrown away. But my main concern when I look at each and every property that I'm looking to invest in is, are the bones good, right? So if the foundation is good, the bones of the home are, they're good, then you have something to work with. If not, then that could be problematic and it could be a waste of money, right? So it's your decision and your determination and due diligence to identify if this is a money pit or something that could be profitable for you, right? So a lot of times on these videos like this or properties like this, you have to think of like some creative strategies or some maybe out of the box strategies. This, from what I can see, could, with your own due diligence, of course, that's your responsibility. It may be ideal for someone who wanted to do a flip of some sort. It wouldn't be necessarily, in my opinion, I don't think it would be that profitable of a flip. Maybe it would, but you would need to look at the comps and check it out. Also, Section 8 is a strategy as well for those folks. I'll show you in just a second in the description. Zillow gave a Zestimate of, I think, $1,100 for rent in this particular neighborhood. So you will want to double check that. That's a part of your due diligence to see what is the rental rate for this particular area. If it doesn't meet your criteria of what you would like to profit, then this may not be for you. A lot of folks don't just invest in this type of real estate to make money, right? If you've known anything about real estate, you know that your profit each and every month may or may not, is this foam? I don't know. Your profit may or may not be enough to keep you in the game. What keeps a lot of folks or real estate investors in the game is the tax benefits that one would get from having this real estate, right? So there's many different angles to real estate, and not everyone is trying to flip it or live in it or rent it out. They're thinking about the long-term game pretty much, okay? So keep that in mind. This is kind of like a game, right? So thinking long-term will help you in the end as well. Some people just think short-term, that's cool as well. All right, so this particular property is in Indiana, Marion, Indiana. So this is the address right here. If you say, Kay, how do I get in contact with the person I'm interested in this property? The realtor is listed on this particular listing or property, the Zillow listing. So here it says the description. I'll let you check that out at your own leisure. It does sit on 0.14 acres of land, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the neighborhood to see the pride of ownership in the area and to see what we're looking for or what we're looking at, right? So this is the subject home, and these are the homes around it. When I browsed this neighborhood prior to me, posting it here, I did see a pride of ownership that made me happy. Things such as, a cut grass, right? This is a pretty nice home. This is right beside the subject property. Of course, cleaning this up will make the neighborhood look a little better, but you can kind of tell that there is some sort of pride of ownership in this particular neighborhood. And I think I'm just highlighting this property specifically because it is beside this one, right? You see the grass is cut, well manicured lawn. One thing I notice in neighborhoods like this, I don't see a designated area for folks to park their cars. This one does have a designated area, and I'm not sure if I go around the corner, does this home have a designated area to park their car, which means that they have to park it. If they don't have that area, have to kind of park it randomly, right? And this kind of looks random. But other than that, I did see maybe one or two abandoned homes. Was it this neighborhood? It may or may not have been this particular neighborhood. I look at a ton of property, so yeah. All right. And as you can see, like I said earlier, I do believe this is like a working class neighborhood. I will definitely check the crime rate in this particular area. And I will also check the median household income to see if this is viable for you to rent, right? Now, Section 8, receiving that income may be a different story, right? And as we can already tell just from our browsing, look at this grass. I love this grass. I love nice green lawns, right? So pride of ownership, again, it's cut. They took pride. They took their time to cut this very nice and neat. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe of a working class neighborhood, but who knows, right? That would take further research to identify, some things about this neighborhood. But yeah, I'm not getting, or I am getting some positivity from what I see, right? You do your own due diligence. But yeah, so it appears that the subject property that we're looking at is the one that needs probably a little bit more work. This one too, but it does need a bit of work, right? So that's something to look forward to as far as the neighborhood potentially, if you are interested in this particular property, right? So like I said, it does like a working class neighborhood, but due diligence is necessary. All right, so I wanted to look at the property taxes for this particular home. It is $400, right? That's not too bad annually, so that's per year. So when you're purchasing a property like this, especially $10,000 or below, really below a certain threshold, typically it's around that $80,000, $90,000 benchmark. A lot of folks are paying for these properties with cash, which means that property taxes are all on you at the end of the year, right? Even if you did have a mortgage, property taxes is pretty much escrowed. That's what they say, right? But in this particular case, unless you save a little bit every month, you are responsible for the taxes at the very end of the year. Okay, so keep that in mind. I also wanted to look at or show you the Zestimate for the rent in this particular neighborhood. You can look at this too. Let me show you this real quick. You can look at this map for the neighborhood to tell you which property sold and how much they sold for, to allow you to get a better sense of the value of your subject property, right? How much is that property worth? I think I skipped it accidentally. Let me go back up to show you. Okay, the rent Zestimate, they're saying, Zestimate or Zillow, $1,191 a month. Is that good or not? I actually did a video on how to identify if a property is a good fit for you or not, based on the cash on cash return that you would receive. So make sure you check out the video. I'll link it in the description so you can check it out. All right. That's the end of my video. I truly wanted you to get a sense of a property, 2-story home, and just get more details about the home and highlight this one. If you made it this far in the video, I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the 10K Property Report newsletter, and also make sure you comment below if you made it this far in the video. Comment 10K. It allows me to know you made it this far, and I truly do appreciate it. The channel is growing. Again, I appreciate your support. Till next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.